All right, let's talk about today's question of the day, which is, why is my project framing larger than it should, or hitting the rails, or other questions where your SVG file that you just bought from Etsy is not framing properly? There are a couple of reasons for this to happen. Number one could be your settings are off, your bed size, your work area size. Number two, and most likely, is because there are some anomalies that came with that file. So there could be, whiteboard spaces and little tiny anomalies during the design process that the author didn't delete and make sure that you had only the files. We're going to fix that today. I'm going to show you how to fix it fast and easy. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to jump up into Lightburn. And so this is, let's say the file, this is my file, but let's say I just bought this off of Etsy and it's not framing properly. First thing that I'm going to do is check my device settings. And I'm going to make sure that my width and my height is set properly. So I have 410 by 390, which is this machine behind me, and that is perfect. So that's good, easy enough. Second thing that I'm going to do is on the workbed itself, I'm going to press the control or the command key and the letter A. And that's going to select everything. That means select all. So now we've selected everything on the workbed, and this doesn't look right, does it? So if you take a look here, you'll see just how big this work area selection is. And that's not right, because what we're really wanting to do is this one, and that's it. See, now you look at the boundary box as compared to the select all. Big difference here. So that means that we have some anomalies on here that came with the file. And the easiest way to find those, you could drag from left to right all over your work area and see if you can find something to light up. Or you can just select each piece, select the first one, hold down Shift, select the second one, and now we're just going to right click and select Cut. What cut means is copy and then delete. So copy and delete is what cut means. So we're going to click cut, and that's going to disappear. Now if we press Control or Command and the letter A one more time, you'll see there is where in this box is where those anomalies live. Okay, I know you can't see them, but they're in there, trust me. So now that we have them selected, we'll just hit the delete key like that. And now we can come back and right click and paste our original graphics back into place. So now if I press the Control and the letter A again, it's only selecting those graphics, nothing off to the sides or the bottom or anywhere else. And at this point, you just save your file. So that is the easiest solution for this. There is another solution too. We can go back to the beginning, and here we are in the beginning. So we can drag over other parts of the work area. And there you see it. It just lit up. So there's one, and I can delete that. So I hit the delete key. And then I think there's another one. And dragging from left to right will only select an entire shape that's within it. So it won't select that cross. So if I drag from left to right this way, there's another one. And I can delete that one. And then I can do the same thing over here. And I can delete that one. And now if I do Control and the letter A, it's only going to highlight just those shapes. All the anomalies are gone. But the first way of doing it is the best way of doing it. And if you get shapes that are not grouped, where when you click on them, it doesn't select the entire shape, then you can simply just drag over each one like that and hit group. And then do the same thing for this one. And then you can do the selection by selecting one, holding Shift, holding the other. selecting the other, and then cutting them. Now you can be sure that when you click on Control A, that all of the anomalies will light up. I'm going to paste these back in here for now because this is a file that I'm using today. Another question I get a lot is if we go up into the gear icon way up here at the top, and we go to import and export. So how do I import and export my SVGs? What setting do I use over here? Well, it doesn't matter because you have this auto detect button right here. Make sure you have that turned on. If you know that you're creating your own and you're doing them in Illustrator, you can switch to Illustrator and turn off the auto detect. But typically when you're sharing files, buying them online, things like that, you want to have your auto detect turned on, and that doesn't matter which one you have selected now. And finally, the HPGL and PLT import precision over here. So this is something that almost all lightburn users are going to ignore because we're using lightburn and we're creating files that are SVGs. So these down here are only for HPGL and PLT imports. So if you've designed something on a CNC or on a pen plotter, then you would need to select which one you have here. The default one is always going to be 1 inch equals 1016. So that's 25.4 millimeters. And if you have an old plotter, an antique CNC or plotter, then you might want to do the 1 inch 1000, which I believe is 40 millimeters. So these you can ignore. You can just leave it set at the default 1 inch 1016. One thing I've noticed is that 51% of the people that are watching this channel are not subscribed. And I would really appreciate it if you would just hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification, because it really helps the channel to grow. We're trying to reach 100,000 subscribers right now. And if everybody that watched and enjoyed these videos click that subscribe button, we'd be way past it by now. So if you could do me a favor, it doesn't cost you anything. Just hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification. Oh, and I almost forgot. Don't forget about the raffle that I've got running right now, sponsored by Wylde Willow. So we're raffling off a few sets of these edge lock magnets. Beautiful magnets. This is one that'll hold down an entire piece. And they also have the smaller version, the 3-inch version, and these you can place anywhere that you want. There is a 1.5 millimeter step down on one side and a 3 millimeter step down on the other side, which locks right onto your material. And even if your material is larger than that, it'll just sit up at a slight angle like that. And these work absolutely fantastic. We're going to be giving away several sets of these on the last day of the month in a raffle, and I'll put a link down in the description where you can go check it out for yourself. And entry is free, so no obligation to enter. You just enter your email address and click a link and either visit the Wylde Willow store where they sell them, or you can visit the channel, or several other options. You can enter multiple times every day to increase your chances. And these are an absolute fantastic product. You're going to love them. So I wanted to jump in here real quick and just mention the magnet raffle that's going on till the end of the month. So that's about it for today's tutorial. Quick and easy way to fix your problem if you're framing way larger than your material that you've got on your workbed or the project on your workbed. And this is the most common reason. There are other reasons that this could happen, but these two are the most common. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick, easy, short video today as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And as always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.